Jeez, that was loud. Alright, we got some bankrolled pennies. We're gonna try to find some old stuff in, just like before. Let's see, we have NGC Coins website up on the side, like before also. Let's see if we can't maybe find some more wheat cents. We found 2 wheat cents in the last, I think we did 3 rolls earlier. We found 2 wheat cents, a 1957 Denver and a 1958 out of Philly, actually. So we'll see if we can't repeat that, huh? Here's what we found earlier. It's a 1957 out of Denver. Take those all day long. All right, let's get started here. We have a couple of, maybe that's a shield, I'm not quite sure. Got some schmooze on it. Just gonna do some quick hits. See if we can't find anything old in these. A lot of copper in that one. And down towards the bottom, a lot of shields, looks like. Trying to cruise through some of these. See if we can't find some wheat cents or some errors to look for. 70 out of San Francisco. Do love finding the S mint marks. And I know 70s has a lot of S mint mark errors and varieties. They have a small date and a large date. And then they have large date DDO, large date DDO, S over S, 3 punch mix. So we'll check out that S over S. Let's see, small date. What do these ones mean? Small date. The tops of the 7 and 0 are aligned. So this is a large date we're looking at because the 0 is larger, taller than the 7. So looking for a DDO large date. So we'll look for doubling up here up top. Another S DDO, doubling most visible at the bottom of the numeral 0. I don't see any doubling on this one. And then the S over S large date, repunched north or south. I don't see any errors on this. Just keep on cruising. Either way, still keeping the S. I keep all my S mint marks. Proof or not, just like them. 2005, 2014 Shield. Oh, Denver. $2014. Now we're looking for Phillies on those ones. And looking for Phillies on the 15s. $81 Denver. There's a copper cent. There's another S. $70. Looks like doubling up top. Check out Liberty. And the date. This is another large date. And then the S mint mark. I don't see any RPMs there either. Still going to keep that. Still keeping the S. 84 Denver. Looking for thickening of the date. Nada. 82 large date Philly. $97. $83 Philly. We're looking for copper on these ones, so I'm gonna chuck it on the scale. See if I can find a 3.1 gram. 2.5. Looking for that 3.1 gram. 1983. Maybe I can make $5,000 off of it. 70D. Hey, there's an older one, a 64 of Philadelphia. '64 Philadelphia DDRFS 801 and 802. So double die reverse on a 64. United States of America and E pluribus unum. And then the other 64 DDR. Gotta look at the FG as well. I guess you can get a doubled FG, maybe? It would appear. Interesting. Hopefully the video and the sound is good. I just upgraded my setup here to try to get a little better quality. Hopefully my internet's not acting up. There's an older one, a 62 out of Denver. Definitely copper. '62, nothing in '62, but it's a little older, a little cool. 13 Shield, 14 Shield. '16 Denver. If you guys are wondering, here's what I'm looking at here? So I'm looking for a 16 shield. There's nothing in 16. I have a 2014, 2015, 2018, but this is ngccoin.com. For example, the 2009 DDR formative years, FS801, shows where the doubling is. Doubling visible on Lincoln's hand here by his thumb. So that's what I'm referencing. So you guys want to check out on your own as well when you're going through your own coins. That's the ticket. 2020, 24, second to last year. Shield sent. Only 98, looking for the 98 Philly Wham. Wide AM in America. Put that under the scope for you guys. If you see a 1998 Philadelphia, so no mint mark, and you have a big old space here between the A and the M, that's the 98 Wham, wide AM. And I have found one of those before. They're out there. With some extra dollars. Not a ton, just a bit. $87 Denver. There's some RPMs on this one, I believe. 3 punched mint marks, and they're all crooked. Every single one of them is crooked. 87 Denver. '87 Denver FS 501. 3 punched south. The mint mark is 3 punched south. This one is not. 82 large date Philly. Couple left in the roll. We'll go on to the next one. 95 Denver. I'm pretty sure there's something on this one. Let's look it up. 95 Denver DDO FS 103. Doubling In God We Trust, Liberty, date, mint mark. I don't see any doubling on here.
Hunters, our new Huntrix meal.
Let's check out this here. Liberty. Not seeing a whole lot there. The last one of the roll, we have a 2001 Denver. All right, let's go on to the next one. Got a coppery looking memorial and 1980 Denver. Copper. Seems like ever since that YouTube outage, like, I don't know how long ago that was, a while back, seems like YouTube participation, YouTube Live has been way down for myself. I don't know. There's that 80. 75 out of Denver. There's another copper. There's 72 Denver. I'm pretty sure we have some to look for here. Let's throw it under the scope. 1972 Denver. A DDO. VP. There's a few different DDOs. A bunch of them. Holy smokes. So we're going to check out In God We Trust. That's super skinny writing up there. Liberty. Just look at this site here. Double die obverse. Liberty and God We Trust and the date. Like super, super, super doubled on like the big dog. All lettering in the date. Minor doubling visible on all obverse lettering in the date. Minor doubling visible on all obverse lettering in the date. Diagonal die scratches running through the letter N. Diagonal die scratches. Oh. So in United, or on the reverse, one of these varieties has some scratches in the N, and United on the reverse going like this direction. Would be a good indicator if you have one of those ones. So basically all of them have some form of doubling on the obverse, and one of them has an indicator of, oh shoot, those are Phillies. 72 Denver DDO. Yeah, so lettering, date, mint mark. In God We Trust, Liberty, date. So nothing on this one. We'll try to find a Wheatie. Gotta love the Wheaties. 74, that one's off center quite a bit. Upper left is thick, bottom right is thin. That's kind of cool. So you can see where the edge of the actual die is. It's so thick. See that line going through there on the rim? And it evens out to where it should be. This side there's no line. And the line develops there. So that's just an unpunched part of the planchet there. Not quite far enough off for me to want to save it, but cool nonetheless. 1990. Right on, right on. Ooh, 2019. Look for thickening of the date on a Philly. The 9's always fat. The rest of it, not what we're looking for. 85 Philadelphia. 85. Nope, nothing on 85. $2,002. 95 what? Philly or Denver? Denver. 95 Denver. Yeah, I look for DDOFS 103. Look for doubling, In God We Trust, Liberty, and the date. And the mint mark. Pretty sure like the variety needs to have all of them for whichever ones they specify. This has got a ton of schmooze on it. It's really hard to see, but I didn't see any doubling on the rest of the coins. So 83, looking for copper. Check it on the scale. 2.5. No such luck. 16 out of Denver. I better double check. Sometimes I forget. Nothing on a 16. 15, we're looking for Phillies. 15, same thing. 82 large date Denver, slightly off center, nothing terrible. Oh man, that thing is in awful condition. Looks copper to me. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a date off of this one. 1990? 1990? Maybe? $19.87, looking for RPMs. You guys look at 1987 Denver's all. Hey, now look at this. I think we have ourselves an RPM, and I'm getting all excited here. This is awesome. So the 87 Denver D over D repunched south of the first impression. I think this is what we have here, folks. I'm getting all excited and knocking my camera right over. Let's zoom in just a little bit on that thing. Got a digital zoom on the sweet camera here. That there, my friends. Repunched mint mark, baby. Repunched south of the first impression. So the first impression, you can see the top of the D here. Oh man, I'm stoked. This is the first impression, and the next one got repunched just a little bit lower. It's my first RPM. I gotta throw this in a flip right away. I got some flips from my favorite local Hobby Lobby. Chuck that sucker right in here. Hopefully we can still see this. That right there is worthy of a like and share. It's a little harder to see. Let's see if I can. That is an RPM. I think that's my first RPM I've found. I'll label that one up at the end of the stream there. 87 Denver repunched mint mark. Sweet find. That is worthy of a like. You guys all better be smashing that like right there. Whew, that's awesome. Let's continue on. 67 Philly. I don't believe the 67 has anything because it ends in a 6-7, and everyone's sick of 6-7s. That's how I remember that one. 18 out of Denver. We're looking for that doubled ear. Same thing with the 84. 18 Denver's looking for a doubled earlobe. I'm stoked. Holy smokes. 87 RPM. We gotta look at that one more time. One more time. Look at that Denver mint mark. Repunched south of the first impression. This is why you gotta look at your coins, folks. You find something 87, it looks like all totally normal. Can't beat that. 94 is looking for Phillies. 95 Denver's. 95 Denver DDO. We better check this one out under the scope too. You never know what you're gonna miss if you don't look. I gotta look this up though. 1987. I'm going on ebay.com. I'm looking in the advanced. I'm looking for a 1987 D RPM. So graded. I better bring you guys in on this here. So graded. Oh, hold on. I gotta go one more. I gotta look at the sold items here. For 1987 D RPM 1 cent right there. Welcome back to, okay, I'm looking for sold listings here. There's off center, 87D RPM, 450. This one is a sold listing, sold February 18th, 2026. Here's 87 graded MS67. This is high graded stuff. Not a whole lot on the 87 RPMs, not on eBay. There was one ungraded, sold for 450. Dang, I'll take it. Let's keep on trucking here. Find something else. 15. Looking for fillies on 15s. So my first RPM is 89. 88s are looking for reverses of 89, but I did also find this one. This was a little bit cool. Here's a 1982 large date Denver. I don't know why I stapled it differently, but if I flip it, edge for edge, it's slightly rotated on the back. Nothing crazy, just slightly. Usually 45 degrees or better gets you extra value on things, and I did find a quarter a couple weeks ago. It was a 1967 quarter, I believe, and it was rotated more than 45 degrees on the reverse. Definitely put that one in the flip. It's definitely worth at least 20 bucks. Hey, there's another S71S. Did we look at this one yet? 95. We didn't even finish looking at this. I got all sidetracked. Looking for doubling real quick before we switch gears on this 95 Denver. Nothing there. Okay, so back to this one. 71S. I keep all my S mint marks. Whew, I'm stoked. 71. Nothing on 71S other than that is S mint marked, so I'll be keeping it. Here's a 1980 something Denver, definitely copper. 1980. That thing is in rough shape. 19 Phillies. Looking for thickening in the date. All of the numbers in this date should be thickened if you find the one. 13 people in the house. What's everybody doing tonight? This good Friday Easter weekend. That's what I'm talking about. 1995 Phillies. I believe we have something here as well. Double die obverse we're looking for. Chew, what you doing tonight? In God we trust and Liberty. So check out Liberty for doubling. And in God we trust. All very fitting for the Easter weekend. 2001, pretty nice shape. 93, couple left. We'll bust open another roll. Here's a 72 out of Denver. 72 Denver Dio. Double die obverse. So I don't see much of anything here. This inside of the 2 here always looks like it has some level of doubling, but that's just how they are. This is how every single one of them is. Check out Liberty. That B looks suspicious. on the left side. Nothing else really though. Maybe the inside of the R. Sometimes I wonder, like the pictures you look at, they're like, holy crap, that's super visible. And you put it under the scope, it's like, nah, I'm not quite sure. And this one, not quite sure. 2014, Denver. Looking for Phillies on those, and the last one of the roll is an 82 large date out of Denver, out of the ground. Next roll. Hey, now there is a wheat cent ender, a 46. That is sweet, and a shield cent 2015 Denver. How is that? That's worth a like right there. 46 wheat cent ender. Dang. See if we can zoom in on this at all. 46 Denver Wheatie. Sometimes I'm like, should I even open these rolls? I don't know. Yeah, let's do it. Screw it. A wheat cent ender. That's worth a subscribe. Head on over to my channel, hit subscribe, double tap that screen. We're going to start with this end because this is the wheat cent. Let us start off with that 46 Denver Wheatie. Look at the beauty in that thing. Holy smokes. Some damage up top. Or some schmooze, I'm not sure. Look at them Wheaties. That is beautiful. Oldest wheat cent of the night so far. We busted out 2 Wheaties earlier tonight. A 46 Denver. We have some RPMs to look for. A couple different RPMs. Mint mark repunched southwest. And a mint mark repunched south. Check out that mint mark there. I don't see anything there. But let's check that thing out. Holy cow. Not super crazy. Got a bunch of wear on it. That is worthy of a subscribe right there. Keep on going. Let's get another Wheatie out of here, huh? Wheat cent ender. That's pretty sweet. 73 Denver copper. Another copper, 77. We got some oldies in this bunch. 18 Denver, looking for that double the ear. We should have a little bit extra chip on his ear there. Unreal. 69S. Another S mint mark. 69. I know there's D. 69S double die obverse. Oh, okay. Very strong doubling, visible in God we trust, liberty, and the date. So the date clearly does not have strong doubling. Check out in God we trust. I think it needs all of them to be the variety. The top of that T definitely has some suspicions. This variety, the double die obverse in 1969S, The variety is one of the most desirable in the entire series and is very scarce, due to the creation of counterfeit 1969 P double die cents. Authentic San Francisco issues of this variety were confiscated by the Secret Service and never returned. In the last 10 years, only a few pieces have been found, but more may surface in rolls or in circulation. That is awesome. So it's a very strong doubling, and it's to the east, or to the right. This T is just a little bit of line damage. But man, check this out. Here's what we'd be looking for right here. Look at all of these really, really strong doublings on everything. This here, strong to the right on every single letter, all throughout. That's what we're looking for. So this little bitty stuff at the top of the T, definitely not what we're looking for. Confiscated by the Secret Service. That is crazy. But since it is a 1969 S, I will be keeping it. 88, looking for reverses of 89. Checking out this letters FG here. If you just find a 89 and find an 88, you can find out what you're looking for. We'll go a few more here. 2020 in Denver. We'll finish out this roll, probably wrap it up after that. It is getting pretty late. Unless I find something really sweet, then I'll get super stoked and want to keep on going anyway. Unless the house fills up and demands more, I don't know. You just never know sometimes. You just can't do what the crowd wants to do. 2003. We got 15 people in the house. Hope everyone's having a good night, good weather, ready for summer. Hopefully you got some good summer plans coming up. School's going to be out soon. Unreal. Gotta love the summer. 2024, second last year of the Shield Scent. Got a bunch of them coming through here. I did save a bunch of these already, so I'm no longer in the game of saving the 2024s. 1993. Look at this nasty one. What the heck is this? It is a memorial scent. Let's see if we can scrub a date off of here under the scope. Should be. It should be right here. Holy smokes. No idea what this is. I'll check it on the scale real quick. It is a zinc, copper plated zinc. It is a 2.5. No, it's just it's after 1982. Like this one, 1982, large date, Philly. That's what I'm talking about. 2023, I want to see the Phillies. Another one, 66. What do we got on a 66? I know there's nothing on a 67. 64, 66, Philly, DDOFS 101. They got nothing, so we're just going to look for doubling because it's typically what it is. You got no pictures for us. Got some thick letters. Some baddies. A little damage here and there. And a 66 DDR FS801 reverse lettering. Ooh. Ooh. Look for a die clash. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth pillar from the right. This one has some damage in the fifth pillar from the right. Which would be a good indicator of the DDR. Check out 1 cent. Nada. Nada. $20.22. 78. There's a copper cent right there. $83. You know we're chucking this on the scale. 2.5. Nothing doing. And it can't be that $5,000 one. Here's a 82 small date Denver. These ones are valuable if you find them in 3.1 grams. This one's definitely going on the scale. 2.5 grams. Son of a gun. We are so close to getting a big old bonus. 68 Denver. I'm like extra big and bold there. 68 Denver. D over D or DDR. Repunched east. That's not that one. DDR, doubling visible morsel lettering on the reverse. So check that out. Some of the photos that they provide for us are subpar, I tell you that much. Nothing. All right, a few more left here. We're going to wrap it up for the night. Here's an 88, looking for the reverse of 89, looking at these FG initials on the right side. Nope, not on that one. 2001, Denver, 2020, 82, large date, Denver. Come on now. Come on, YouTubes. Push that algorithm. Large date, Denver again. Couple more here. Oh, there's a Canadian, 1995, 1 cent. Got like the 20-sided Elizabeth the Tooth here. Gonna be the second. 2015. So here's what we got. A couple different goodies. I'll pull these out real quick. From tonight, I believe the count is 3 Wheaties. So here's what we found. I'm going to wrap it up here. 58 Philly, wheat cent. Nice find. 57 Denver, wheat cent. The oldest of the wheat cents we found today, 46 out of Denver. Pretty sweet find right there. And then we found this one earlier tonight. It was 82 Denver. Just a slight rotation in the reverse. I don't know, 5-10% maybe. The best find was this 1987 repunched mint mark. Let me show you guys what that is all about. '87. Check out that Denver. They repunched it south of the first punch. Super stoked on this find. Might be like $5. I don't know. It's ungraded. It's just in a flip. Never found a repunched. I found machine doubling on quarters before, but never repunched. So pretty stoked on this one. Hopefully you guys are just as happy. I know I am. Well, you guys have a good night. Go check out some of my other videos. Got a bunch of different videos on a bunch of different coins. I got silver, I got pennies, I got dimes, I got nickels, I got all kinds of stuff. So head on over there. Really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna start giving away wheat cents on the channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those future videos where I'm giving out wheats, especially wheat finds. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Appreciate all you guys. Have a good night.